the Brahman Cattle Breeders Association of South Africa's national auctions coming up in September. And for the past few years, we've been talking to Zitza Smit about the research they are doing, and it's an ongoing process on the quality of meat. But today, for the first time, we've got Ting Braithwaite in the studio. He's the newly elected president of this Breeders Association. Actually, not newly elected. It was in November last year.
Yes.
Yes, Ting, welcome for the first time. Where exactly is the Brahman at the moment as far as a beef breed is concerned?
Yeah, Lisa, thanks for the opportunity to be here today. Brahman in general, I think we hold our ground in the beef industry. I feel in a positive space. If you look at the recent auctions gone by, have gone well. The demand for Brahman is high in the commercial and in the emerging or up and coming farmers. And if you look at the amount of synthetic breeds that we're part of and how much is involved in the crossbreeding programs, I think Brahmans are doing well. We're in a good place.
Now, I believe you are involved with the South African Fat Stock Judges Association. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that was last year. We decided that to team up with them. We feel they're an organisation that are really contributing positively into the beef, especially into the meat market, into the fat stock section. Their outlook and their business model is what we really appreciate. The type of animal that they're placing in the rings, the type of animal that they're marketing for us to produce in South Africa, and their involvement with SAMIC, trying to link the carcasses with the animal on the hoof. And I think they've made leaps and bounds in the beef industry. And we just felt Brahman, being a big stakeholder in the beef industry, to team up with them, we could walk this path hand in hand and help each other along.
What type of animal would you want to promote for the breeder and commercial farmer?
I think if you look at our country's demographic, we go from the coast right up into the Midlands and Natal, right up into the desert areas. It's quite a vast, different environments. And so for us, we feel a middle-of-the-road, early maturing type animal, an easy fleshing animal that is mobile, structurally sound. Those are the type of cattle that can survive in all environments. And those are the type of cattle that we feel work well in crossbreeding programs, work well in the stud environment, as well as the feedlots. They're the animals that condition well and grow well. So for us, yes, an early maturing animal that's structurally sound, that is easy fleshing and fertile. It all links up.
And you're also a breeder?
Yes.
Whereabout?
So I'm from Bergville, part of the Damview Brahmins. My dad started back in 1984. We run both red and grey Brahmins. So yes, I've been Brahmin born and bred.
Good. I did mention in my introduction that you've got your national auction coming up. What other shows? And tell us about the national auction as well.
So the shows that are still to come is the Ellis Rust show, Tabazimbi. I believe there's lots of exciting news going on there. They're restructuring those showgrounds and hopefully are going to have a big turnout in numbers-wise. And then it's the Ali or the Alaras show in Paris. That'll be in the beginning of September, where after the show we'll have our national sale, where we've tried to select that type of animal which we've spoken about to present on that sale.
So that date is the 5th of September,
I think it's the 5th of September,
yes.
Right, yeah.
Talk about the future. What does that hold?
Future, I think we got it's going to be quite a challenging next few months, obviously with the foot and mouth. How will our breeders be able to market their cattle, move their bulls? It used to be a challenge to get them out of our boundaries into our neighbouring countries, and now it's going to be a challenge to move within South Africa even. So that's a challenge for us. But as a breed, I think we're on the right track. We've decided to put more focus into the commercial farmer, as I said. I think they are bread and butter. That's where 90% of our bull genetics go to. A lot of them are buying in females and are looking for pure Brahman females. So yes, they're challenging, but I think a bright future. We will we'll definitely make it work.
Well, in agriculture, research and development is always important and a big factor. And I know for the Brahman, as well, as I said in my introduction, with your ongoing research. I believe you've also partnered with the ARC.
Yes, the ARC are running a program, the BGP2 program, where it involves performance testing for growth figures, so your RFI testing or NFI testing. And so we've got different centres around the country, which the different clubs or different areas send young bulls to do the performance testing. We then screen those young bulls and identify phenotypically the better bulls linked with the better performance figures. Of those bulls then go to slaughter. We feed them a little bit longer to the ideal slaughter condition or weight, where we then do meat tenderness testing on those carcasses to try bring in those values into our EBVs or estimated breeding values. That also there's another program within that is the KYD program, where we're trying to link cattle that have been sold to the emerging market or into smaller breeders areas, especially in the emerging black areas, so that we can get that information through too.
Well, good luck with all of that. Quite a bit going on.
Yeah, it's a lot on our plate, but we've got a good team. Zitza, as you mentioned, you've dealt with him and Jan run the society well for us. Yeah, so we've got a good team on council, and yeah, I think we're going places.
Could you end off with a message to the rest of the family?
The family. I think we just got to keep positive. You can't hop on the past. You can't hop on what's going on around you. You just got to put your head down, get onto the grandstand, and make it work. Yeah.
Words of encouragement from the president of the Brahman Cattle Breeders Association of South Africa. And remember, the national auction coming up on the 5th of September in Paris. And all the research they are doing showing quite a bit of success.